Okay. For practice today, I want to kind of just dive right into breath awareness and taking a little bit more time in the beginning of our practice to ground in stillness and in quiet. So go ahead and find your way to a comfortable seat. That can be cross-legged seat or on a yoga block or seat on your shins, whatever feels grounding. And then as you start to settle into your seat, allow your eyes to close right away so you can really tune into your body and your posture. And just building from the earth up. Take a moment to maybe tilt your pelvis a little bit forwards and backwards until you find that sweet spot that encourages your spine to lengthen towards the sky. As you feel your low back draw in, your heart become proud, and the crown of your head reach to the ceiling. Draw your shoulders forward, up to your ears, and then back and down, creating an openness across your chest. And continuing that sense of openness down through your arms. If it feels true for you, flip your palms open to the sky, open to receive. Relax your jaw, soften the muscles of your face. And begin to focus all of your attention on your breath. And as you concentrate your awareness on the movement of every inhale, the movement of your exhale, and to allow everything outside of your body and your breath and this moment right here to dissolve into the background of your awareness. As you just focus on inhale in and exhale out. And over the next couple of cycles of breath, you may choose to start your Ujjayi pranayama, cultivating that intentional inhale and exhale through your nose. Adding that slight constriction to the back of your throat to create a more audible oceanic breath. As you continue to concentrate on the expansion of your breath, the extension of your exhale, start to bring your hands up to your heart. And just take a moment to ask yourself what you need from your practice today. What you're hoping to receive from this time on your yoga mat. And you call that intention forward to your heart and into your mind. So you feel the connection between your hands and your heart. Go ahead and empty all the breath from your lungs. And take a really deep inhale through your nose, fill up again. And open mouth exhale, release that breath out. And twice more like that. We'll take a deep inhale together. And open mouth, exhale, release. Just one more time, deep breath into your intention. Then exhale that breath out and send the intention out into the world. And slowly start to release your hands and open your eyes. We're going to move from a cross-legged seat. So if you do want to switch out your shins, taking the opposite shin in front, that's perfect. If you're not already in a cross-legged seat, go ahead and make your way to one. Once you find your cross-legged seat, to go ahead and bring your hands to the fronts of your knees. And as you breathe in, cow your spine, start to lift your heart. Draw your shoulder blades actively together to spread your collarbones wide. And as you exhale, cat your spine, holding on tight to your knees. Start to round through your back, tuck through your chin, tuck through your tailbone. Spread your shoulder blades wide apart. And then twice more like that, we'll inhale to our cow spine, draw your heart forward and through. And then on your exhale, finding the opposite, round through your back, tuck everything in. One more time, inhale to pull forward, creating space along the front of your body. With your exhale, round backwards to create space along the back of your body. And one last movement here. As you inhale, pull your heart forward once again to your cow spine. Your exhale, just circle your ribcage as far as you can to the left. And rounding back through your cat spine, tuck in, chin to chest. And slide your ribs over to the right as far as you can as you bring your heart forward. Take a big breath in. And just reversing that circle on exhale, slide your ribs way over to the right. Begin to cat your spine, tuck in, chin to chest. And scooch your ribs over to the left and draw your heart forward to front. And from here, go ahead and circle seat your hands to the sky. One big breath in. And as you exhale, hands to heart, closing your eyes, coming back to your intention once more. You take an inhale together. Cleansing exhale, release. And starting to shift into your tabletop pose. Make your way to all fours. And as you open your fingers across the earth, breathing into your cow shape, lift up through your heart, send your tailbone to the sky, and slowly start to exhale to your cat pose. Press your hands and round your spine. And then inhale to your cow pose, lift your heart, lift your tailbone. As you exhale, keep your hips stacked over your knees. Anahatasana, we're going to walk our hands forward. Then bring your forehead or your chest down to the earth, opening through your heart and shoulder. And from here, start to press into your hands, walk back into your tabletop pose. Stick your hands a little bit wider than your yoga mat and tighten your fingertips on the earth to set up for your tabletop gecko pose. As you tighten your fingertips on the ground, take a breath in. And with your exhale, dive your heart straight down, send your elbows wide. Think about stretching your elbows to the width of the room. As you stretch your elbows as wide as you can, feel how your collarbones open across your heart. Press down with your fingertips as you push your chest to your yoga mat. Your next inhale, lift back up to your center. And as you exhale, finding your twist, drop your right shoulder to the midline and twist your gaze over to the left as you dip your heart. And deep breath in carries us back through center. And exhale, second side, left shoulder dips in, twist your gaze over to the right. Then inhale back through center. On your exhale, start to come back to tabletop pose. Tuck your toes underneath and find downward facing dog. Start to get acquainted with your downward facing dog and how your body feels this morning. Maybe finding a little bit of movement as you reconnect to your Ujjayi pranayama. Finding intention with each breath in and each breath out. And over time, begin to walk forward into your forward fold. Allow your knees to soften and let your head hang heavy towards the earth. And keep a little bit of that softness in your knees and start to inhale to your halfway lift. Follow your breath to lengthen your spine. Feel some engagement at your core. And as you exhale, forward fold, let it go. On your breath in, rise all the way to standard Bahastasana. Take a big circle, scoot to the sky. Then exhale, goddess arms, elbows open wide. Breathe in to reach up high again to the ceiling. As you exhale, hands to heart, close your eyes. Returning to your intention, take a deep breath in. Then open mouth, exhale, release. We'll inhale to circle sweep, hands to the ceiling. Then exhale, forward fold, hinge at your hips. Then a half lift as you breathe in. And step your left foot to the back of your yoga mat with your breath out. And once your left foot steps back, find a little softness to your left knee, cow lunge, open through your heart. So letting your knee drop to the earth, feel your heart pull forward. And then as you breathe out, heading to your cat lunge, start to find the extension through your legs and length through your spine. And from here, we'll bend into both of our knees. Left knee is going to lower all the way to the ground this time, Anjaneyasana. Pressing through your right foot, lift up through your heart and hands, take a big breath in. And your exhale, side bend. Let your right hand fall down towards the earth beside you. Reach your left hand up and overhead. As you create length along your left side, take an extra breath in. And then as you breathe out, finding a twist, take your left hand to the outside of your right thigh. Stand up tall with your torso and reach your right hand to the back of the room, rotating your chest to the right. Your left hand on your right thigh are leveraged to twist you a little bit deeper. From here, we'll unwind to center, reach both hands high with your inhale. And as you exhale, hands to the ground. Lift your back knee and once again, lengthen out your legs to your cat lunge, returning to your hamstring stretch. Take an extra breath in. And then with breath out, we'll head to high plank, bend into your right knee. Mindfully step your right foot to the back of your yoga mat. And find your high plank pose. Energize through your thighs as you press your feet into the earth. Pull your navel to your spine and then actively push your hands into the ground. And see if you can keep that sense of buoyancy through your body as we descend. And inhale is going to slide us forward toward tippy toes. With exhale, slow motion lower to the ground while maintaining that engagement through your whole body. And then release all the way to the earth and untuck your toes when you arrive. And inhale lifts you to your low cobra, starting to tap into the length of your spine, the strength along your spine, and that openness to the front of your body. Take one more breath in, maybe lift a little bit higher. And then exhale to release. And inhale to your low or perhaps your high cobra. Okay, finding more space along your spine as you breathe in. Then follow and exhale to release. Okay, third round, inhale to your upward facing dog. Return to your cobra. And then on your exhale, downward facing dog. Hips go up and back. Breathing in, lift your heels up high. With your breath out, bend your knees, look forward, step or hop to the top of your yoga mat, forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift, create that extension along your spine again. Then exhale to release. Let your breath carry you all the way to standing Urdhva Hastasana. As you breathe out, goddess, your arms, elbows go wide. This time, let your hands fall to interlace behind you for your chest expansion bend. So you interlace your hands, maybe elbows stay bent, or maybe you start to lengthen your arms, reaching your knuckles to the earth as you lift your sternum to the sky. Collarbones broaden as you take an inhale. Soften your knees, we keep your bind as you forward fold with exhale. Relax your head, take an extra breath in. With your breath out, begin to release your hands to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale to step your right foot to the back of your yoga mat. So left foot stays forward, right foot steps back. Breathe into your cow lunge. Let your right knee release towards that hover as you draw your chest forward and through. Next, try inhale for length and lift along your front line. And exhale to your cat lunge, finding the extension through your legs, creating space through your hamstrings. So you head to Anjaneyasana, bend both of your knees, release your right knee to the ground. Allow your inhale to lift you up through heart and hands. With exhalation, side bend towards your left, release your left hand down towards the earth, reach your right hand up and overhead. Creating spaciousness between your right ribs and your right hip. Big breath in. Then head it to your twist, take your right hand to the outside of your left thigh. As you get tall through your torso, reach your left hand to the back of the room. Navel pulls in, use your right hand on your thigh as leverage to deepen your rotation. Let your shoulders slide out of your ears. And we'll inhale up through center, both hands go high. As you exhale, hands to the ground, lift your back knee, cat lunge, lengthen your legs, check back in with your left hamstring. Take one big breath in. With breath out, high plank pose, bend through your front knee and mindfully step it back. And in your plank, finding your strong foundation, you'll inhale to slide forward. And exhale all the way to the ground again. Think about drawing your elbows and your shoulders back as you stretch the crown of your head forward. Untuck your toes. Inhale to a low or high cobra. Lift your chest. And then exhale to release. Hands by your side bodies. We're going to go into our gecko pose. So sliding your hands out wide. Tighten your fingertips on the earth like we did before. Elbows are stacked over your wrists, and then draw your shoulders back out of your ears. Inhale to lift up through your heart space. In your exhale, dip your left shoulder and look over to the right. And inhale lifts you through center. And we'll exhale second side, right shoulder and look left. Then inhale, lift and lengthen. And exhale, lower down. Hands return to your side bodies, a little bit closer in now. Inhale to your upward facing dog, create length and space. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips go high. Breathe in to lift your heels. Exhale, forward fold, step or float to the top of your yoga mat. As you arrive, breathe into your halfway lift. Then exhale, let it go. Rise all the way to stand, Urdhva Hastasana. And then goddess your elbows, let your heart open up. Release your hands behind you for your chest expansion bind. On your inhale, find lift through your sternum. And then as you exhale, forward fold, let it go. Option to keep the bind as you inhale to a halfway lift. Knuckles reach back, crown of the head reaches forward. And exhale, release, forward fold. Lower your hands down to the earth and step back into your high plank pose. Reestablishing your strong plank. Inhale forward to your tippy toes. Exhale, chaturanga, the lower halfway or all the way. Breathe in to open your heart. Up dog, maybe cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Hips go to the sky. And take a big breath in. And open mouth, exhale out. And from your downward facing dog, three-legged dog, start to inhale your right leg up to the ceiling. And then keep your right leg long, but flex your right foot and square your right hip. So your right hip point, your right knee, your right toes all face the ground. Your right leg is nice and long. Take a nice big breath in. As you exhale, draw your knee towards your nose. Hold for your inhale. And stay for breath out. That's three-legged dog. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Your exhale, bend your knee and open your hip. Find that engagement through your right glute. Space to the front of your right hip. Take your breath in. Right knee to your right shoulder, breath out. Hold for inhale. Reach your heart forward as you hold for exhale. Three-legged dog, breathe your right leg to the sky. And step your right foot forward to the top of your yoga mat. Left knee hovers into your cow lunge, find a big breath in. And exhale to your cat lunge, find the extension through your legs. Bend into your right knee. Gentle standing splits, float your left toes up to the sky with an inhale. And then try to relax your head as you exhale. Flex your left foot and square your left hip point, just like you were doing in our three-legged dog. Take one more breath in. And then with breath out, high crescent lunge. Land your left toes to the back of your yoga mat. Rise all the way to stand with your inhale. Emptying your breath from your lungs, slowly start to goddess your arms, let your left knee sink maybe to a hover. Get that big stretch in the front of your left hip. And as you fill your lungs again, rise up, reach up, high crescent. Into your side bend, let your right hand fall beside you as your left hand reaches up and overhead. And inhale for more length, more space. And exhale to your open arm twist, turning to the right side of the room. Send your right fingertips to the back, reach your left fingertips forward, and rotate your chest to the right. Headed to your exalted crescent, keep the twist, just start to scoop your left hand up to the sky. Perhaps your right hand finds your left hamstring, big breath in. With exhale, warrior two, release your left heel to the earth and start to open up Virabhadrasana 2. So making any adjustments to your feet and settle in. With a deep inhale, reverse your triangle. Right leg's gonna reach long, send your right hand up and overhead. And exhale, side angle as you bend into your right knee, reach your left hand to the sky. And from here, reversing your triangle, breathe in, reach up and back. And as you breathe out, wide-legged forward fold, turn your toes at the long edge of your yoga mat and hinge forward. And inhale to create your halfway lift. And exhale to your goddess squat, draw your heels in and sink your seat low. As you stack up through your spine, elbows are going to go wide into your goddess arms. And pull your front ribs in. To lean your shoulders back and lengthen your tailbone to the ground. Nice and simple. Just inhale, reach your hands to the ceiling. And exhale, goddess arms. Just focusing on breath for 2 more cycles. We inhale, hands reach high. And on your exhale, front ribs in, elbows wide. Good, one more time. We inhale, reach it tall. And exhale, goddess arms. Next breath in, star pose. Lengthen your legs, reach to the ceiling. And then warrior 2 to the back of your yoga mat. Begin by turning your right toes towards the midline. So you create space to rotate your left toes to the back of your yoga mat and settle into your warrior 2. Keep your left knee bent. Inhale to reverse your warrior. And then exhale to your low lunge. Windmill your hands all the way down to the ground to frame your left foot. As you unhook your right heel, cat lunge, lengthen out your legs. Take a breath in to reach your heart forward. And as you breathe out, high plank. Plant your palms as you bend your left knee and step your left foot back. And find your inhale, shift it forward. Exhale, chaturanga or downward facing dog. And as you find your downward facing dog, take a deep breath through your nose, coming back to intention. And open mouth, exhale, let it go. And inhale your left leg to the sky, 3-legged. Create that squareness through your left hip as you flex your left foot, rotating your left hip point to face the earth. Breathe in as your left thigh bone lifts. Exhale, knee to nose, shift forward. Stay as you breathe in. Continue to push down into your hands as you breathe out. And from the power of your core strength, inhale, left leg back to your 3-legged dog. You exhale, bend your knee and open your hip. Take a moment to pull your navel to your spine, find the strength in the space of your left hip. Take your breath in. Left knee, left shoulder, breath outside forward. Hold for your inhale. And stay as you exhale. 3-legged dog, lift your left leg high. And then place your left foot forward between your hands. Make cow lunge, right knee's gonna hover, open your chest. And cat lunge, use your exhale to lengthen your legs. As you bend into your left knee, standing splits, reach your right toes to the sky. And again, square your hips. Focusing on the hamstring space of your left leg. Relax your head, take one more breath in. Breath out releases us towards our high crescent lunge. Return your right toes down to the ground. Root to rise, high crescent, breathe up to the sky. Your breath out is going to be goddess arms with the option to sink your right knee towards a hover. Front ribs draw in as you dip straight down. Root to rise again, high crescent. Into your side bend, let your left hand lower. Right hand's reaching up and over the midline of your body. Find your inhale. And then open arm twist with exhale, rotating to your left. Stretch out, open across your collarbones. Fingertips go wide. And keeping your twist, inhale to exalt your crescent. Right, that scoop up to the ceiling with your right hand. Decide where you want to place your left hand. And then unravel into your warrior 2. Right heel into the earth. And we settle into the lunge through our left leg. You're connecting to your breath. Inhale to reverse your triangle, find length and lift. And exhale into your side angle, bend into your knee. Tip it forward, rotate your right ribs back as you spiral your left ribs forward. We reverse our triangle again, take a big breath in, lift up. And exhale, wide-legged forward fold, rotate all 10 toes to the long edge and dive down. Inhale to your halfway lift to create length. Exhale, goddess squat, heels come in, run tall through your spine, elbows go wide. And with your inhale, reach your hands to the ceiling. As you exhale, goddess, your elbows open. 2 more like that, nice and simple, mostly just to focus back into rhythm of breath. Your inhale reaches your hands high. Exhale, goddess arms. And once more, we inhale, hands go to the ceiling. Exhale, create space across your chest. To your star pose, pressing down, root to rise up. And then warrior 2 to the front of your yoga mat. Adjust your left heel first, so you can adjust your right foot and settle in. Maintain the bend in your right knee. Inhale to reverse your warrior, reach it up and back. And on your exhale, it's a low lunge, windmill your hands down. On with your back heel, cat lunge, lengthen through your right leg, find your hamstring stretch. When you're ready, bend into your front knee, high plank, find that intentional step back with your right foot. We'll inhale forward. Exhale, chaturanga or downward facing dog. As you find your downward facing dog, offer your body a really generous breath in. And then open mouth, exhale to release. We'll take 1 more layer of standing right flow, checking in with some standing balances. And then we'll start to bring it down to the ground. As you're ready, inhale your right leg to the sky, 3-legged dog. Start with a square hip. On your exhale, knee to nose, shift forward slow. 3-legged dog, big breath in. Bend your knee and open your hip breath out. Take your inhale. Right knee, right shoulder as you exhale. 3-legged dog, right leg returns to the ceiling with your in-breath. Step your right foot forward as you empty your lungs. Cow lunge, left knee's gonna hover with your breath in. And then cat lunge, lengthen your legs, exhale. Bend into your right knee. Standing splits, breathe your left toes up to the sky. On your breath out, hold or Shiva squat, bend both of your knees. As you sink your seat low, left knee is going towards the back of your right calf. And press your right foot to re-extend standing split. From here, bend your knee and open your hip this time. Feel that scorpion tail within your standing splits. Take your inhale. Shiva squat as you exhale, bend both of your knees. Sink your booty low, peek your heart forward. 1 more time into your standing splits with your inhale. To your high crescent lunge, exhale to land your left toes down. Breathe in to rise all the way up. Your breath out is going to be goddess arms, be left knee comes to a hover. And then inhale to rise up to the sky, high crescent. A side bend, right hand's gonna fall low, reach your left hand up and overhead, just like we did before. Take a big breath in. Rotate to your twist, turn to your right, and reach your right hand backwards, left hand forwards. Exalt your crescent with your inhale, left hand to the ceiling. And then warrior 2 as you exhale, unravel. Reverse your triangle, breathe length through your right side. Side angle pose, sink into your lunge. Reverse your triangle again, deep breath in. Rotate your right toes forward, wide-legged forward fold, breath out. Inhale to lift up halfway. Listen, this time as you exhale, rotate to the front of your yoga mat again. Low lunge to face forward. Left palm is your base, twist your right hand to the sky, take a big breath in. Okay, stay as you breathe out. Right hand to the earth. Deep side angle, rotate your left heel to the ground and reach your left hand to the sky with your inhale. As you exhale, your left hand to the earth. Turn your toes to the left again, so you're in your wide-legged forward fold, just to bypass into your side lunge. Bend into your left knee, side lunge or skandasana. So just creating a little more space to the right hip at all the different angles. And whether you're in your side lunge or skandasana, take one more breath. And with breath out, we'll pivot to the back of our yoga mat this time. Low lunge. Lengthen through both your legs. Give your hamstrings an extra moment. And then bend into your left knee. Pressing through your feet. Begin to airplane your upper body. So, in this airplane lunge, driving through your left foot, begin to float into your airplane pose. If it's interesting to you, maybe interlace your hands behind your heart, finding your chest expansion bind. Strong through your belly, take 2 cycles of breath in your airplane. From your airplane, if you have the bind, keep it. Release your right toes down to the earth, moving through crescent lunge. Rotate your right heel down for warrior 1 feet. If you don't have the bind already, add it in. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, humble warrior, dive down to the earth. Draw your shoulders out of your ears. You relax the weight of your head to the ground. Take 1 big breath in. Then as you breathe out, releasing your hands. Unhook your back heel. Walk your left foot wide for a lizard lunge. You're going to drop your right knee down to the ground. Hands are on the inside of your left foot. So this is your lizard lunge. You can stay here. Otherwise, bend your right hip to your seat, maybe flexing your right foot to get a nice big stretch to your right hip. If you feel called to find a twist, rotating to the left, reach your left hand back in space. Maybe your left hand catches your right foot. Let's take 1 more extra breath here, allowing this moment to be an opportunity to catch your breath, to come back to intention. So let everything slow down again. When you release from your lizard lunge, hands on the inside of your left foot, right toes tuck, right knee lifts, high plank pose, press the earth away. Bring that strong step back into your high plank. Listen for your inhale to shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga or downward facing dog. And once you complete your transition and return to your down dog, take a deep breath through your nose. And open up, exhale, release. Inhale your left leg to the ceiling, 3-legged. Exhale, knee to nose. 3-legged dog, big breath in. Bend your knee and open your hip, breath out. Pause as you inhale. Left knee, left shoulder is your exhale. 3-legged dog, lift your left leg to the sky. And step your left foot forward to the top. Cow lunge, breathe in, right knee sinks. Cat lunge with your breath out, lengthen your legs. Transitioning to standing splits, bend into your left knee and reach your right toes to the sky. Take an inhale. On your exhale, Shiva squat, bend through your knees. And that 1-legged dip. Then inhale back to your standing splits, push the earth away. On your out breath, bend your knee and open your hip, finding that same scorpion tail, dog to fire hydrant shape. And take an inhale. Shiva squat as you exhale, bend both of your knees, sink low. Standing splits, big breath in. And from here, high crescent lunge, right toes release down, stand all the way up. At the top when you arrive, emptying your breath, goddess your arms, bring your right knee to a hover. And then inhale, rise up and reach up. Find your side bend, left hand falls low, reach your right hand up and overhead. Take one big inhale. Open arm twist to your left as you exhale. Inhale to exalt, scoop your right fingertips to the ceiling. With your breath out, warrior two, unravel, unwind. Inhale to reverse your triangle, find that lift and length. Exhale, side angle pose, tip forward. One more time, reverse your triangle, big breath in. And then wide-legged forward fold, pivot through your toes and hinge down. Inhale to a halfway lift. Rotating towards your left foot, turn all 10 toes to your low lunge. Plant through your right palm and twist your left to the sky to get a deep inhale. When you exhale, lower your left heel to the earth, deep side angle, rotate your right heel to your mat and reach your right hand high with a big breath in. As you exhale, releasing your right hand down, wide-legged forward fold, walk through center and keep walking until you find your side lunge, bend into your right knee, side lunge or skandasana. And offer just one inhale to this shape. And exhale, low lunge to the front, rotating to frame your right foot. As you press through your feet, start to find your airplane lunge, push through your feet, lift your chest, airplane arms beside you. Maybe from here, lean into your right foot and fly into your airplane pose. And engaging along your spine to keep your chest lifted and elevated away from your right thigh. There's a buoyancy through your torso. If you'd like to, you can find your chest expansion by here, interlacing your hands at your low back and finding length through your arms. Take one more breath in. As we breathe out, we're going to warrior one feet. So let your left toes land first and then pivot your left toe to the earth, lifting through your chest. Maybe create your bind if you don't already have it. Take an inhale. Exhale, humble warrior, dive down. Think about squaring your hips. So wrap your right hip in, hug your left hip forward, bend into your right knee, relax your head. Find your inhale. Hands to the ground as you exhale. Make your way to our lizard lunge. Walk your right foot out wide and lower your left knee to the earth. Maybe start to bend your left heel to your seat and flex actively through your left heel. And then maybe from here, option for your twist, right hand can reach back, or you can catch your left leg. And take one more cycle of breath. And as you release, go ahead and tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Final high plank, right foot joins your left. Inhale forward. Exhale, chaturanga or downward facing dog, you decide. And as you find your downward facing dog, take a big breath in. Open mouth, exhale out. Child's pose, let your knees go wide. Your big toes come to touch, reach your hips to your heels, and close your eyes for 3 cycles of breath. Up to your 3rd cycle of breath, go ahead and rise up to a seat. Tip over to either side and bring your legs out in front of you. You scooch forward to the top of your yoga mat. Knees bent, anchor your heels into the ground. And from the anchoredness of your heels, sit up super tall through your torso. Reach your hands to the ceiling and actively pull your navel to your spine. Maintain that strong rootedness through your heels. Take a breath in. As you exhale, slowly start to lower to the ground. Continue to pull your navel to your spine and actively dig your heels into the earth. Now, as you descend back, there's going to reach a point where it'll be helpful to send your hands out in front of you. Finding that counterbalance as you continue all the way down to the back of your body and into a full body stretch. Creating length from your fingers to your toes. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, bend your knees into your body. Maybe find a little rock from side to side here. And then traveling through happy baby pose. Take your happy baby of choice, just finding one big breath in. Long through your spine, shoulders out of ears, and then we'll exhale into a figure four. Right ankle will stack on top of your left thigh. And create the flex to your right ankle so there's more energy traveling through your right leg. Maybe take a little tip from left to right. And find 2 more cycles of breath here. From your figure four, moving to wind removing pose, and your left leg long across the earth, draw your right knee to your right shoulder. Actively hug your inner left thigh to the center of your body, to the midline. And then curl your nose up towards your right knee. Take a really big breath in. With breath out, release your head and shoulders. Supine twist, tip your right knee over to the left. Option for your traditional supine twist. Option to bend your left heel towards your seat. And catch your left foot with your right hand to add in your thigh stretch down your left quad. You take your twist, take 2 to 3 more cycles of breath. And starting to unravel through center. You come back through the midline, draw both of your knees into your chest. Return to a brief happy baby of your choosing, so whatever variation feels right. Take a nice full breath in. And then exhale, figure four, second side. Stack your left ankle on top of your right thigh. And flex your left ankle. Take a moment to be in stillness or to find some movement. Direct your breath to your left hip. And then same as before, we'll make our way into that wind removing pose. Right leg will release long across your yoga mat. As you use your hands to draw your left thigh into your body, hug your right inner thigh to the midline. You actively hug your inner right thigh to the midline, curl your nose up towards your knee, root down through your right heel, tucking in through your chin, take a big breath. With breath out, relax your head and shoulders and make your way into your supine twist. If the add-on of a thigh stretch appeals to you on this side, your left hand's going to reach down to catch your right foot. You draw your navel in, explore 3 cycles of breath within this shape. And then as you start to unwind from your twist, again, you'll move through center, draw both your knees into your chest, lengthening for a moment, and then setting up for your bridge pose, land your feet to the earth, about hips distance apart, heels stacked beneath your knees. Take a really big breath in. And then on your exhale, root to rise, lift your hips up into your bridge. And find 3 mindful breaths here. So shoulders actively pull towards your heels, out of your ears. And think about reaching the crown of your head to the wall behind you. Core is strong, seat is strong. Take another breath or 2. And when you are ready to release, just slowly start to descend back to the earth. When your hips arrive to your yoga mat, pause in stillness, take a moment just to feel. In Supta Baddha Konasana, bring the soles of your feet together, let your knees fall open wide. You might offer one hand to your belly and one hand to your heart. Then closing your eyes, take a deep breath in through your nose. And open mouth, exhale, let it go. Deep breath in through your nose, reestablishing that connection to intention. And cleansing, exhale to release. Just one more time, deep breath in. And open mouth, exhale out. You want to stay here for a little bit longer, give yourself permission to do so. Otherwise, however you'd like to make your way to Shavasana, traveling through any final shapes or movements, or maybe going straight there. We'll all establish connection in stillness and in quiet. Allowing these last few minutes of practice to be an opportunity just to be, just to observe, just to notice, to be curious with ourselves and sensation and breath. And so once you've settled into your final relaxation, once you've dropped your eyes shut again, turning your awareness inward, once you've returned to the intention that you set at the very beginning of your practice, and you've drawn that forward, go ahead and take one more deep breath through your nose, honoring that intention. Then open mouth, exhale to release. Your mind has started to wander, with kindness, bring your focus back to your breath, back to your body, and back to this moment just for one more minute. Just concentrating on sound and sensation, thought and feeling from that seat of observation, that place of noticing and watching. And as you start to deepen your breath again, lengthening each inhale as it enters your body, stretching it long. And lengthening each exhale as you slowly empty that breath out. As you deepen your breath, maybe starting to bring some small movement back into your body. You might begin with your fingers and your toes. Maybe find some movement through your ankles and your wrists. And let your next breath in, reach your hands up overhead into a full body stretch. And with your breath out, arrive your hands at the center of your heart, the center of your chest. So you take this final moment to pause in deep gratitude. Grateful for this practice and the pathway that it provides, the insights, the clarity, the understanding that it shares. We pause in gratitude for our physical bodies, the physical vessel that moves us through this human experience. We pause in gratitude for our breath, life-giving energy that sustains us through each moment of every day. And we pause in gratitude for this time that we shared and the energy that we exchange when we move and breathe together. So in gratitude, we'll seal in our practice with one more cleansing breath. Take a deep inhale in. Then open mouth, exhale out. May yoga offer us a path to compassion. And may our practices serve as our teachers, leading us to live with authenticity and to love deeply each and every day. Thank you so, so much for being here, for taking this time, for connecting to your body and breath. And namaste.